Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Royal Stadium in the 7th season of CVCA Livestream. We are live from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. It's Tim Nichols along with you tonight, and we've got our first ever CVCA Royals boys soccer game, and boy, is it a doozy tonight. It is the Battle of Cuyahoga Lake Road. CVCA hosting the Walsh Jesuit Warriors in a game that pits school on the east side of Cuyahoga Lake Road, CVCA, against the school on the west side of Cuyahoga Lake Road, Walsh Jesuit. These two schools are close enough you can walk across the street to get from one stadium to the other. As we mentioned before, we are live from Royal Stadium, our first ever boys soccer game in year number 7. But we've done about 170 CVCA Livestream streams of Royals athletics, but we are pleased to be here tonight for this game. The Royals opened the season on Saturday night in a rematch with Aurora of the Division III state semifinal last year. The Royals avenged a loss in that game a year ago, winning 5-2 on Saturday night. And the Walsh Jesuit Warriors also come into the contest 1-0. They won last Friday night, opening their season on the road at Midview, winning that game 3-0. We're going to turn it over right now to the public address announcer, who will open the contest tonight with a prayer, followed by the national anthem.
Today, grateful for this opportunity to compete. May the efforts of these young men be glorifying to you. May we all engage in a spirit of Christ-like love and competition with each other. Father, we thank you for the opportunity to play this game. We thank you for the weather that you've given us here tonight. We ask for safety for the players and traveling out home. We ask all this through your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A splendid version of the national anthem sung tonight by Maggie O'Keefe, and we are pleased and thrilled to have Maggie along with us here at tonight's boys soccer game. Once again, CVCA and Walsh getting ready to hit the pitch tonight and do battle to see who comes up victorious. It is the 41st all-time meeting between these two schools. Walsh Jesuit won 12 of the first 13, and CVCA was winless in that time frame, dating all the way back into the 1970s. But since that time, it's been pretty even. Overall, the series record favors the Warriors, 24 wins, 12 losses, 4 ties. The last CVCA victory over Walsh was back in 2021, but that's only 2 games ago. The two teams met a year ago, and Walsh defeated the Royals, only one of 3 losses that CVCA incurred a year ago. That game was 1 year ago to the day today, August 18th, 2025, Walsh victorious 3-1. The Royals did not lose again until that state semifinal game against Aurora in November. So, CVCA, well, they return a team that is fairly deep the Royals did have to replace leading scorer Nick Myers, who scored 20 goals a year ago, and the seniors who graduated last year accounted for 51% of the scoring. This Walsh team, though, is actually quite young. They graduated 12 seniors, including their goaltender, who was the goaltender of the year for private schools in Northeast Ohio. Teams have taken the field. The Royals assembling with a pregame prayer to our left and your left as you look at the field. A beautiful night tonight here at Royal Stadium. Walsh wearing the visiting whites, CVCA, and their home Royal Blues this evening. Goaltender for the Royals is Mason Kaiser. Kaiser got his first career start. His first career start on Saturday night, acquitted himself fairly well. Did give up 2 in the second half. Walsh also has a brand new goaltender, a freshman, Joe Datkuliak, easy for me to say. Datkuliak made 3 saves in his first varsity start against Midview on Friday night of last week. Royals are coached by first-year head coach Will Rasper, who got his first win on Saturday night. The Walsh Warriors coached by Tony Katenzerite. If I got that right? Katenzerite. I do have it right. And Katenzerite is 80, 33, and 14 since taking over the Walsh head coaching job back in 2020. 6 years and 1 game. Whistle blows, and we are underway here at Royal Stadium for the Battle of Cuyahoga Lake Road. Royals will get a throw in on the far side. I gotcha. I don't know how. And we'll get back to action as we try and get our score bug up to date. We'll let you know that there is just 30 seconds gone in this contest. And a ball in and taken by the goaltender for the Warriors, Datkuliak. He'll outlet to the far side. And we're going to get out the binoculars from high here. Try and get some of the numbers here for you as we enjoy our first bit of Royals boys soccer. Ball out in the far side corner. It'll be a throw in. Early in this contest with both teams feeling each other out. Royals with a chance right there. It's Nick Linneberg, who had 2 goals on Saturday night, pressuring the Walsh defense. Ball up in the air, and there's a good outlet on the near side. The Warriors try and control it, but it's number 23 for the Warriors, Graham Lunas. Warriors try and clear with Simon Borges. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw into CVCA, and there's Linneberg, as we mentioned. It's the leading returning scorer for the Royals, but hands it to Nate Morales, who will throw it in just below us. Morales aiming for Nate Miller. Miller also had a pair of goals in his debut with CVCA on Saturday night against Aurora. Miller has been a CVCA student since his freshman year. He's a junior. As that ball goes in and is cleared out of harm's way by the Warriors defense once again. Miller played for the Cleveland Force ECNL team, but decided to come back to play with CVCA's high school team in this his junior year, and the Royals couldn't be more pleased to have Miller at their disposal. The Akron Beacon-Journal recently named Miller the number 4 overall soccer athlete in the Akron area, and the accolades for Miller are not just here in Northeast Ohio. Columbus Dispatch did a top 25 of soccer players in the entire state, and they ranked Miller number 19 for CVCA at number 23, I believe. So good things to watch, and the Royals pleased to have him back. Here's a centering opportunity. Looking for Miller. It's a shot and just wide. The Royals almost breaking the ice right there. So a goal kick for that Kuliak. It's really a teammate who will take it. First foul of the contest. It's going to go against the Royals. Walsh will get a free kick from just past midfield, which is prior to midfield as they reset the ball. In deep and cleared out of harm's way on a header by the Royals, but Walsh is on it. No. Here comes a corner kick for the Warriors. Aiming for that far post, and it's wide. And the scoreboard up to on the video right now. We've got it back up and running, and you can enjoy it as well. Just about 5 minutes into this one, no score, as we work out the kinks here on our first broadcast of the year. The Royals. Kaiser sent it to midfield. That ball was off the referee tonight, and it'll be a quick reset with a drop ball near midfield. Walsh working at far side. It's out of bounds to the Royals. Royals turn it over. And there's our officials tonight. Dennis Sowell, Michael McNary, and Odir Sanabria. Outlet on the far side. Miller trying to catch up with it. It's knocked out of bounds, and the Royals will get a throw in on front of the Walsh bench. On the far side, that's Miller. Dishes, and the Royals will try and reset and build something up here. They'll switch fields to the near side. Lenneberg. Down the near side, going in deep, working on a defender. Jukes past him, trying to get a centering pass off, but it gets knocked out of bounds for a Royals throw-in deep in the Walsh side of the pitch. Morales will toss it in. Whistle blows. And they're going to have Morales head down closer to the corner where the ball went out of bounds. So he'll throw it into the box. Miller trying to get a foot on it. It dribbles back out. CVCA still with it. They get a shot off, but an easy save for the goaltender, the freshman, Det Kuliak. Pair of headers knocked down, and it's Walsh who comes up with it. Graham Lonis sends it ahead. To the near side, CVCA will let it roll out of bounds for a CVCA Royals throw-in. Get a chance to look at that chance down low. Miller, and it came to the foot of a teammate. That was number 6 for the CVCA, Henry Field. Couldn't get much on it. Back to live action, and here's Miller chasing after it again in the corner. He's got 2 Warriors with the attention of both of them. Dribbles right past his teammate, Linneberg. Now the Royals will switch toward the far side. 22 for CVCA. That's Aiden Garcia Mendoza, who had his first career goal on Saturday night at Aurora, who had to touch for just a moment. No score into the 9th minute here at Royal Stadium. The Royals have had the better of the possession as there's a centering opportunity that's cleared out from harm's way. Down there doing the defensive dirty work was Jack Opplinger for the Warriors. Here comes another centering pass, and again, the ball's cleared out high. It cuts down to the Royals. They'll try and control. It's cleared out, but not far, and CVCA dumps it right back in again. This time it's Linneberg. Linneberg to his right, and it's knocked out of bounds for a corner kick. I believe it's the first one of the contest for CVCA coming up. Glad you're with us here from Royal Stadium, the CVCA Livestream crew. Pleased to bring this one to you. Far post opportunity headed up and over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Warriors. You got another look at it there, and now back to live action. Walsh trying to clear up to midfield. But the one. Royals working deep in the Warrior territory again on the far side. Ball is dug out by Walsh and sent to the near side. Can they keep it in bounds? No, they cannot. Chasing after it was Jamison Thomas, a sophomore, who had a goal on Friday night against Midview. But it's Morales for CVCA. He'll inbound, throw it in again. Short throw to Linneberg on the near side. Dumps it down further. And knocked out of bounds once again by the Warriors' Jacob Nowak. CVCA trying to break down this Warriors defense. Did not give up a goal on Friday night against Midview. And Walsh trying to counter. First touch for Liam Brewer, the center back for CVCA, who's in there because Eli Cherry was dinged up on Saturday night and is unavailable for the Royals tonight. The Royals junior starting center back. Brewer, though, no stranger to CVCA and to getting good playing time. Had 5 goals a year ago. And that height, certainly an advantage when he gets down near the goal, but playing back on defense. Chad. Morales sends it ahead. Sam Suarez centers too far for his teammate Evan Johnson, and Walsh trying to clear out and get a counter. They send it ahead and further. In deep, Brewer battles with number 11, Jack Regula. Regula tries to center, knocked aside, and can the Royals come up with it? They will on the far side. Brewer with a big boot. Cross midfield, out of harm's way. Gavin Mathledge was there for the Royals, but it's out of bounds for a Warrior throw-in with 27 minutes and change left to go here in the first of two halves from Royal Stadium. No score. Linneberg for the Royals. Deep one in, looking for Miller, trying to break him free. Whistle blows. Nick Rucher. Rucher forced that out of bounds. A yellow card issued against the Royals. And it's Nick Miller who is the recipient. And so he'll have to play smart soccer for the remainder of this contest. 2 yellow cards, and you have to play a man down. So Miller booked the first one tonight by our referee. Play resumed. And the Royals pushing forward once again. Wyatt Mitchell gets his first touch. Ball's taken away, but Mitchell comes after it again, but out of bounds it goes. Throw in to Walsh. Royals intercept that throw-in. Linneberg trying to get free, gets knocked down, and a foul called against the Warriors. And the Royals will get a free kick from a dangerous position. We get another look at it right here. Linneberg knocked down. He's going to have a chance from fairly close in. The Warriors setting up a 4-man wall. Linneberg looking to try and beat that wall, getting some encouragement, instruction from the sideline from his coach, Will Rasper. He'll take it and he'll try an indirect. Then he switch fields and dump it deep. Actually knocked away. And so just a tough, difficult position for that right-footed kicker in Linneberg. But here comes CVCA again. Morales looking for Linneberg. He's on it. Linneberg in the corner. Centers, knocked away and still in bounds. Walsh tries to clear. It's finally sent out of harm's way for a Royals throw in deep. The entire first half, for the most part, has been played down in the offensive zone for CVCA. As you get another look right here. That looked like it was going to go out for a corner kick, but it did not. Instead, it's a throw in for the Royals. Clock runs. CVCA will restart. Morales. Up top to Chavez. Hector Chavez lobs one in, and it's headed out of harm's way into the corner. On it for the Royals. Wyatt Mitchell. He'll loop it in, and it is taken like a can of corn by the goaltender, Dat Kuliak. Walsh will try and clear. It's been all defense for the Warriors so far. We mentioned that the Warriors lost 12 seniors from a year ago. This is a young team, and CVCA yet to break through, but they've had the better of the possession once again. Here's a chance to break on the far side. That's Miller. Miller circles back, and he's going to earn himself a corner kick. Good work by the Royals junior. Henry Field will be called upon to loft this one into the box. We'll see if the Royals could do something on a set play. Here comes the cross. It's headed down, but wide. And the Warriors, Simon Borges, will just let it go out of bounds for a goal kick. Dad Kuliak puts it back in to play. It's headed ahead. And Walsh will try and maintain some possession here, but they cannot. Turned right back over. Looked like a handball, but not called. Here come the Warriors. Dumped into open space by Colin Cleary. On it for the Royals, though, is Evan Johnson. He's got company from Jack Regula. And CVCA clears to midfield. And the chase is on, but no one there except for the Warriors. They'll play it back to the goaltender. He's got to do a quick clearance, and he does. And Walsh will try and build out. We'll see if they can. No score. Closing down on midway through this first half. Taken away by the Royals. They switch fields. Mitchell gives it to Morales and now gets it back. Mitchell works down the near sideline. And a good defensive play right there by the Warriors to force another goal kick as it trickles out of bounds. No harm. So CVCA trying to break down this Warriors defense. We've got a substitution coming. Looks like Miller is coming in for number 2. That is Sam Suarez. Back to live action. That's dumped out of bounds. Another Royals throw-in coming up. Centering opportunity is deflected out of bounds. Another corner kick coming for CVCA. Shots 3-1 Royals. Shots on goal 1-0. 2 fouls for CVCA, 1 for Walsh. The important stats, 0-0 on the top of the scoreboard. Corner from the near side coming up for the Royals. Henry Field will loft it in again. Here comes his cross. And that's headed out by the Warriors once again. Linneberg chasing, can't get to it. It's sent out, but the first one to it is the Royals. Number 13, Ben Tate. Tate with some preseason recognition from the Akron Beacon Journal as well, complimenting his defensive midfield's capabilities. They named him the number 7 player in all of the greater Akron area. Another cross in, and Dakuliak gets that on the bounce. He makes another save. Quick quickly outlets as you watch it again. That Kuliak was all over it. Meanwhile, back to live action. Lindeberg crosses. Chavez on the far side dumps it further down low. CVCA trying to create an opportunity here. Evan Johnson in deep, but Walsh takes it away and clears it out, but not far, right back into the Royals' possession. Here comes a chance into the Ox, and there's a tackle knocked out of bounds. A clean play right there. And CVCA's Nick Lindeberg will slowly head toward the corner. And it's another corner kick for the Royals. So Lindeberg will cross this time. Got another substitution coming up as number 8 comes off for CVCA. Into the contest is Colton McKim for Hector Chavez. Cross comes in, and it's punched away by Dat Kuliak. So the tall freshman goaltender had to jump up to knock that out of harm's way. 16 and a half to go as you watch it again here. Lindeberg's shot, where Dat Kuliak got it right at his peak. Royals pressing in. There's a shot and a save, diving save shot, and a score by CVCA. The Royals take a 1-0 lead. On a rebound shot. And it looks to be number 8, Hector Chavez. Just into the game as a substitute. We'll get a look at it. I said 8, it might have been Colton McKim. We'll get a look right here as you're looking at Dat Kuliak on the replay. Here it comes. Oh, it comes away. We'll get the official scoring in just a moment, but CVCA takes the lead 1-0. 16 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first half. I put the goal in here. We'll get a good look at that goal in just a moment here as play has resumed. Royals leading 1-0 against Walsh. Royals with a 1-0 lead. That goal had been coming and building for pretty much the entire first half to that point. And the Warriors will have to play from behind. First goal of the season given up by Walsh. And the official scoring on that, Colton McKim, who was the substitute for Chavez. The 8 and the 9 looking very close on the jerseys, but it is Colton McKim on the goal officially for CVCA. Back into the game for the Royals. Number 2, that's Sam Suarez. Henry Field coming out. Oh, gotcha. Royals with another chance coming up here. Miller breaking down. Miller crosses. Just missed a teammate there running in. And Walsh will clear it out of harm's way, at least for the moment. Nice play right there by Wyatt Mitchell. And Liam Brewer winning the ball in the air. Royals throwing coming up. CVCA 1, Walsh nothing. If you've just joined us, Colton McKim on the board for CVCA. Goal in the 25th minute for the Royals. Brewer on the far side. It's pushed ahead and out of bounds for a Walsh throw-in. Ball bounces out of bounds on the far side in front of the Walsh fans. And the Royals will restart. Long throw in down the sideline, bounces past everyone and is cleared out to center, to midfield. Dumped forward, and it's the Royals on it again. Pressing this Walsh Warriors defense. That's Nick Linneberg. He'll center into open space, and on it is CVCA's. Comes to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to force it ahead, gets it right back, finds a teammate again. Still loose in the box. And Walsh is going to clear it out. It's going to be off the Royals for a Walsh throw-in. But again, good pressure from CVCA. Clock ticking down into the 30th minute. We are here in the first half. Colton McKim on a rebound for CVCA. The difference so far in this one, 1-0 Royals. Wyatt Mitchell finds McKim. Try to get it back at a give and go, but it goes out of bounds. And Walsh will have the chance to throw in once they retrieve the ball, which has gone deep out of bounds behind the end line. It's Jack Opplinger for the Warriors. The senior. Appeared in just 4 games a year ago, as we mentioned, 12 graduates. So a lot of these, even the seniors, don't have much playing experience for Walsh. The Warriors lost their top 2 scorers. Josh Novak, 20 goals a year ago, and Freddie Marcel, who had 19. 3 different players found the back of the net against their Game 1 opponent on Friday. That was Midview. Max Clark scored for Walsh on Friday. Jack Regula had a goal. And also with his first varsity goal, we believe, was Jamison Thomas, a sophomore, for the Warriors. Been a pretty quiet night so far for Mason Kaiser, the CVCA goaltender. And the Royals have another good opportunity here as they'll loft one into the box. And they were looking to try and get on the near side post. And I think that was Liam Brewer all the way down from his center back spot. And it was. He of the 5 goals a year ago. So Royals trying to capitalize on that height from Brewer. But it sails out of bounds for a goal kick for the Warriors. Final 8 minutes. Stick around at halftime. It'll be a brief but entertaining halftime here. I believe 10 minutes for high school soccer. We'll be back into second half action as we kick off the 2026 season, the 7th season of CVCA Livestream here tonight at Royal Stadium with CVCA football, boys soccer as it were, in the home opener for CVCA. Royals already have a win over last year's state finalist, the Aurora Greenmen, avenging that state semifinal loss from a year ago in Division III. 5-2 on Saturday night. CVCA led 1-0 halftime of that contest, tacked on a pair of goals, and were in a commanding lead with about 25 minutes to go, but had a defensive lapse for about 5 minutes. Here's a shot and a save by the goaltender. A great chance that time for CVCA. It was Wyatt Mitchell on the receiving end of that ball. You get another look at it here. A quick give and go and a dangerous ball into the box, and it came right to the foot of Mitchell, and the goaltender, Dat Kuliak, had to make a diving save. As we were talking about Friday night's game, we mentioned the Royals were up 3-0, but then had a defensive lap for about 10 minutes and gave up 2 quick ones to Aurora to make it 3-2, but jumped right back on the Greenmen with 2 more late in that contest to win 5-2, a convincing win in the opening night game at Aurora. And here, leading 1-0 against Walsh. Battle at midfield. Whistle goes against the Royals. Foul against Morales. And a free kick opportunity for Walsh in positive territory. A rare situation here for the Warriors in this first half. Jack Opplinger ready to take the kick. Royals clear out of harm's way right to midfield and right to Miller. Miller surveys, pushes it ahead on the far side. Royals with some good passing here, trying to create another opportunity. Centering pass knocked down. Yeah, the Royals attacker right there. That was 22, Garcia Mendoza. They let it go, and quickly it comes back the other way. Brewer with a heel touch. And this one is dangerous. Here comes a chance for the Warriors. Shot, and it's high and over the crossbar off the upright of the football uprights. Best chance of the night for the Warriors right there. You get another look at it here. A dangerous play right there, and it just trickled right to Walsh, number 23. That was Graham Lunas. But he could not get over the top of the ball. Check that Lunas. And play resumes. The Royals whistle blows, and looks like they're going to call a handball against CVCA. Final 4 minutes of this first half. We'll have video of that goal by McKim at halftime. Right now, the Royals have earned themselves another corner kick. We'll see if they can get a second one in the waning moments of this first half from Royal Stadium. It's Nick Lindeberg who will loft this cross in once again. Royals have been close. This one's low, and it'll be headed out of harm's way by the Warriors. And they'll try and get a counter going. There's some speed, and they will. Into open space. The chase is on, and Kaiser is going to boot it out of harm's way all the way down the field. It does come back to the Warriors, and they'll loft it to the near side. Chasing after it is number 7, Riley Stummer. Stummer to his forefoot, his dominant foot, lofts one in, bounces, and the Royals will clear it out. But Stummer gets it back. He's going to send it harmlessly well wide of the goal. 2.5 minutes to go here in half number 1. So Kaiser, who just had a touch, will get another one.
I hate sitting for this long. Her head is like in my ribs when I sit down. But I'm good.
2 minutes.
Walsh pressing up, trying to get an equalizer, but CVCA's Nate Miller is on it. Miller with the left-handed shot, and just wide. Nate Miller with a dangerous opportunity.
Not at all. But we're also like trying not to buy anything. Because, like, I haven't had my shower yet. Like, yeah. As much as I want it to be ready,
Getting a little bit of a crowd conversation there, so we'll let them know at halftime that their conversation is going out to all of you.
this is his life right now, so, which is fine. But she's breech right now, so she stays breech. I'll have C-section but deliver early.
Final minute of play here in the first half.
Soccer season will still be going.
Royals push it ahead. Into open space. Looking for Henry Field on the break. He can't catch up to it. Walsh with not many chances in this first half, but they're just going to knock it all the way down to the goaltender, CVCA's Mason Kaiser. The junior is on it. He'll outlet near side. 30 seconds left and counting.
We're at lunch with like Zach Long.
Final 10 seconds. You hear the countdown? Out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first half.
5, 4.
No time left for a throw-in, and CVCA dominating in that first half. And they get a first half goal from CVCA junior Colton McKim. 1-0 Royals here at halftime from Royal Stadium. And we hope you're enjoying the coverage as we're bringing you our first ever CVCA Royals boys soccer game. First game of the year, new software package. Working out the kinks, but we hope you're working through it with us. We are glad you're here and enjoying the contest. As we've gone to halftime now, we're going to pause for a message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. If you have an interest in your son or daughter attending CVCA, we encourage you to visit the CVCA website at cvcaroyals.org/admissions, where you can find out all kinds of information about school here at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. It's 1-0 here at halftime. The first half scoring, Colton McKim in the 25th minute for CVCA. And we'll see if we got a replay to show you. As they're firing up that Colton McKim replay right now. And here it is. First shot on the far side, and it was McKim. Johnny on the spot who put the ball in the back of the net, and the Royals leading this one 1-0, a 25th minute tally for CVCA, the score here at halftime. As we're at halftime, we want to tell you a few things that are important coming up at CVCA. The CVCA golf outing coming up on October the 3rd. Fox Den Country Club, the annual golf outing, and you can pull out your phone right now and register for the CVCA golf outing by scanning that QR code. You can sign up for a foursome. You can sign up for a single. You can also find out information about sponsoring the CVCA golf outing. All the funds raised at the annual golf outing helping defray the costs of running the athletic program here at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. That's the CVCA Booster Club golf outing. Speaking of defraying costs, the CVCA live stream that is coming to you tonight is brought to you by the group that's bringing this coverage to you and making the pictures happen tonight, but it doesn't come without a cost. In fact, everything that we do, including all the new equipment each year, comes at a cost, and CVCA allows us to petition to you, appeal to you as it were, to help defray some of those equipment costs. We do not take a dime. It's professional production, 100% volunteer staffing, but we do have to pay for that equipment and the streaming fees. It's usually a couple $1,000s or more a season. So if you have an interest in supporting what we're doing, there's another QR code right there. It'll take you right to that cvcaroyals.org give-now website. You can make a donation of any amount. We would be certainly most grateful for your support of what we are doing. Just make sure you reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section. We want to say thank you to our good friends at Farinacci Pizza. Farinacci Pizza is the official live stream meal sponsor, and they are signed up again to help us during all of our football games. And so thank you to our good friends at Farinacci Pizza in Hudson and Macedonia, and I believe they got one other West Side location as well. So if you're down in Hudson, make sure you stop and say hello to Nick. Brecksville is the other location. So Hudson, Macedonia, the original, and Brecksville. And say thanks to Nick for his support of CVCA Livestream. Speaking of Brecksville, the Royals will be in Brecksville on Friday night, the football Royals, for the season opener on the road. The Royals make it all the way to the state semifinal last year, the biggest win season and most successful season in school history, 12-1. Now, CVCA is back to try and match that this year. They will open up against Brecksville, the Bees, on Friday night at Brecksville. 1 week from Friday, we'll be back on the air with our opening matchup of the season, CVCA and Canton South here at Royal Stadium. That's August the 28th, on air at 6:40. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. You see Zach Anderson, a senior, ready to do a lot this coming year with the CVCA Royals football team and head coach Nick Cook. Back here at Royal Stadium, we've got another half to play as we're winding down on the first intermission, or the only intermission, halftime here. And once again, it was Colton McKim, the goal scorer for CVCA. And we'll see if we can take a look at that one more time. Guys, let's cue that up. And the play looks like it was initiated by number 12, Wyatt Mitchell. The rebound, actually Mitchell there to celebrate. So regardless, McKim broke in and got the goal to put the Royals up 1-0. Minute 43 on the clock as we count down the moments till the second half begins. We're going to pause on the commentary for just a moment. I'll be back with you in about 90 seconds. Stay tuned. You're watching CVCA Royals live stream coverage on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel.
Where are you? Looking at getting it? So like facing one place or?
There's one in Streetsboro at a dealer,
Oh.
but it's not like in the newest year, and it's cheap. It's like cheap for what it is, and of course tag them for the right stuff.
Yeah.
I can't drive anywhere else.
I mean, camping in the driveway of your house, I guess, is still camping. Pointless, maybe, but.
Maybe a little extra. There's stuff that's also a good thing too. It's small enough I can store it in the garage. Where's your I brought that up before you said no. Where are you on the I figured it out. And I told her, I was like, get a truck.
Welcome back to Royal Stadium, CVCA live stream coverage of the Battle of Cuyahoga Lake Road on the soccer pitch tonight. The Royals leading 1-0 as we're ready to go in the second half. Royals will go from right to left in this second half. The Warriors left to right. CVCA with the majority of time in the offensive zone in that first half. Finally broke through in the 25th minute. But still only a 1-0 lead, so a quick counter could even things up, and Walsh will be looking for that equalizer. As the whistle blows, and we are back underway here at Royal Stadium.
Kind of temporarily driving my sister's old Honda Fit right now because it has heat. So it's like not a nice car.
Scoreboard is still saying first half, but it is second half. We'll try and get that updated.
The Toyota.
Meanwhile, Walsh with a boot to midfield by their goaltender, Joe Detkuliak, once again.
For a while, we got by with
Game stats in that first half as we take a look. Royals leading shots 8-2, shots on goal 5-0. 3 fouls to 2 for CVCA.
But it's fine. But the leak got so bad that like it wouldn't even last. Like,
Once again, it is second half. We're waiting on the scoreboard to update, and we'll get that fixed momentarily. Early second half action.
and it's like $3,000 to fix it. So. Which also the car is worth like $3,000. So which I mean it still would be worth fixing it, not selling the car, but.
Royals with a heel touch there. Here comes a chance. Cross to the open space. Left-handed shot and a diving save. Rebound in front. And finally cleared out of harm's way. It's going to be a corner kick for the Royals. Another great opportunity there for CVCA. Here comes the corner for CVCA.
leave and then come home and he'd be like, I'm like, now I have to shower because I'm sweaty from driving.
Cross is lofted in.
I get it.
Punched out of harm's way once again by the Walsh goaltender.
But my parents at like this new condo complex can't. They're not technically supposed to like park the car in the driveway. Like there's something that has two cars that fits in the garage. So that's also part of it. Is they kind of just needed a place to put this car. So. Yeah, it's not like fully finalized yet. No. So the lady that's buying their house, they like just found out like recently that she like I don't know, can't get the money from her bank in Ecuador or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. But apparently
And we've identified that we're all a little bit working out the kinks in the first game. It was the scoreboard that was not updated for the second half. We've gone across the way and manually done that. And now the scoreboard operator, or the scoreboard has updated, as you see right there as well. So 1-0 here, 36:40 to go. It's just early here in the second half of this one. CVCA pushing forward once again. Henry Field dishes into open space looking for Miller. He finds him.
they moved
Miller
their stuff this weekend.
tries to center, gets knocked down, but the Royals are on it. Long shot and just wide. Another dive for the freshman, Joe Kuliak. Get another look at it right here. This play set up off the ricochet and cleared not well and just missed the target. Garcia Mendoza goes down hard, gets a helping hand from Walsh's Max Clark. Good sportsmanship right there. Throw in on the near side as we're craning the necks from the tower here to see it. We'll just watch it on the monitor, a little bit easier to watch our cameraman in action. Long throw, loose, and Walsh clears it. Long clearance, ranging back into his box is Kaiser. Morales push it ahead, but it's intercepted. Jack Regula, and he gets taken out. As the Royals clear it on the far side, it was Nate Morales stopping that opportunity in its tracks. Long throw into the box. It arcs. Knocked down and kicked out toward center. Midfield. Royals settle that one down. Miller to his teammate Evan Johnson. Tried to get it back to Miller. Walsh took it away, and it's taken right back. Pickpocketed, as they say. Out it goes, and a quick inbounds from Graham Lonis. And he'll think better of it. Since it's a free kick, no throw. So Nick Ruscher. We'll see if he can loft this one into the box. And one of the Walsh Warriors can get ahead on it and try and equalize right here. It's a good ball. It's knocked down toward the goaltender, but not with a lot of mustard on it. And for CVCA, Mason Kaiser, the junior, comes away with it. 1-0 Royals. Colton McKim, the goal scorer for CVCA, on a rebound shot in the 25th minute. That's the difference right now in this one. Should say the Royals did lead last year against Walsh 1-0. The Warriors came back with 3 second-half tallies and defeated CVCA 3-1. Royals trying to change history tonight and not let that happen again. It was Nick Myers on the tally a year ago in the first half of the Royals. 1 year ago tonight, as we mentioned in the open. Near side for the Warriors, Lunas. He runs into Miller. Miller with a heel touch. Nice clearance. Fancy play right there. He gets it to Evan Johnson. Johnson maneuvering forward, gets it back to Miller. Miller with the give and go. Finds Johnson down the flank. Now Johnson looking to make something happen. Serpentining, he's open. He gets to the baseline. Shot, and it's knocked away and out of across the end line by the goaltender, Dat Kuliak, for another CVCA corner. Let's take another look at it right here. Nice work by CVCA's Evan Johnson with some creativity right here in deep. And you saw on the backside, if that had just come down, that Sam Suarez is ready to put it in the back of the net. Instead, it'll be another corner kick for CVCA. And I believe that's Linneberg. We try and get a number. It is. Looking to the backside, too tall for Liam Brewer, but right back in. It's up in the air, and it caroms out of play for a goal kick for the Warriors. Check that. It's another corner kick for CVCA. It was off a Walsh player, and so we'll get another opportunity for the Royals to do it again. So last time they went backside, Liam Brewer with his height. And you hear from the sideline, Liam on the goal line was the word of wisdom from the coaching staff of CVCA. This one's lower. It's knocked right back out. Miller comes away with it. What can he do with it? His ball is deflected. And here comes Brewer. He's going to softly touch it back in where Dat Kuliak is on it. And Brewer will retreat to his defensive center back spot. And now Brewer gets on his horse to clear that one out of play. 10th minute of the second half, 50th minute overall here. 1-0 CVCA leading the Battle of Cuyahoga Lake Road. Royals had the majority of the offensive possession in the first half. That has continued here in half number 2, but right now Walsh looking for a bounce to go their way. On the far side, they work it. And that is intercepted. The Royals defense just smothering almost every opportunity, the limited opportunities these Warriors, the young Warriors, as we mentioned, have had. Warriors do have 8 or 9 seniors, but as we mentioned before, very few of them had significant playing time a year ago. So head coach Tony Catanza, right? I'm going to struggle with that name. I shouldn't. He is a legend in Northeast Ohio soccer realms. 30 years as a coach. The Royals in open space. There comes a cross and cleared out by the center back for Walsh. A big collision and a whistle. We'll get another look at it right here. A big collision. Ball's in the air, and both those players go down. The restart will go in favor of Walsh as a foul is called on CVCA. Back and forth the ball goes. Walsh trying to come up with the equalizer here. Some physical play on the far side. Out it goes in favor of the Warriors. They'll get a deep throw in. Colin Cleary picks it up. We'll see how far he can reach with this. Not too far, although it does bounce into a dangerous position. Loose on the ground and sent harmlessly to Mason Kaiser. Dives on it. Kaiser the junior with some calisthenic activity. And then he puts a boot in that all the way to CVCA's Henry Field. Couldn't get a good first touch on it, and it still is a battle for the loose ball on the far side and taken down there. Wow, no call. Number 11, Linneberg, just hauled to the ground, and the official just ignored it. We'll get another look at that. Referee just allowed that to go out of bounds and called it for Walsh. Letting it go. In fact, he called a foul because it's a free kick. All righty then. So the Royals having to defend this 1-0 lead a bit more. Some halftime adjustments. Giving the Warriors a bit of possession, not much opportunity, but it only takes one chance. Royals would love to get that next goal as well. Safe to say the next goal is important in this one. If I had a color commentator, they'd say, thank you, Captain Obvious. Near side, Field. Cross, and there was a good connection right there, but just unable to finish the final touch were the Royals. Goal kick for Walsh. We'll get another look at it right here. Field. And he had Garcia Mendoza making a beeline for the goal. Could not get it on target. Good idea, though. Wyatt Mitchell. Walsh gets another opportunity in the plus territory, and they'll get a throw in on the far side again. One of the Royals coming up a bit lame, limping on the far side. That may be Garcia Mendoza. We'll see if we can get some binoculars on the player. Actually, it's not. It's number 4, Nate Morales. And, of course, the ball finds him right away. Off his heel and out of bounds. So a deep throw in again for the Warriors. And again, it just takes one. That is Garcia Mendoza. I'll try and clear it, but not far. It just goes to the far side, and Walsh switches fields again. Shot is blocked. Max Clark tried to beat 2 Royals. They had a virtual wall set up, and it comes down and is handled by Evan Johnson, who outlets to Mitchell. Mitchell up to Miller. Miller put it back and then booted high into the air, coming down toward Mitchell, and he gets it on his toe. Mitchell to the center, far side as he gets knocked down. Play continues. There's a shot, saved by Dakuliak. It may have been Nate Miller on the far side. Sun going down, pretty much gone down, so lights are on now here at Royal Stadium. I actually don't. We should add it. Royals trying to get another corner, and they do. Or do they? All right, the Royals are arguing for a handball. We'll get another look at it right here, and that should have been a handball. Absolutely. That should be a penalty kick. The ball should be on the spot, but it's not. Referee missed that one. We have the benefit of instant replay. They do not. So a corner kick for the Royals. Unless the hand was in a natural position, is the way it is in soccer, that should be a penalty. That one's lofted in and wide of the goal. So we are into the 18th minute of this second half. Out of bounds it goes. Walsh throw in. We'll get another look at that handball that was missed. At least it looked like it was missed. Here it is again. Super slow motion. Absolutely. 100%. Royals miss an opportunity right there. There is no VAR since it is our first ever boys soccer broadcast. Brewer to Johnson to Mitchell, knocked out by Walsh's Jack Opplinger. Did we lose Dr. Dar? Royals throw in deep. Nate Miller with time to his left. Still has it and continues to have it. Can he find someone open or try and do it all himself? He's going to shoot and he's going to score a beautiful goal by CVCA's Nate Miller. 20 minutes into the second half and Miller has his third of the season. Nate Miller, 2 goals Saturday at Aurora. He gets a third one tonight. And here come the replays. Miller working. Didn't seem to have a lot of space, but just a little bit open and got it on that right foot. And Miller puts it into the back of the net and tickles the twine. CVCA leads 2-0. The Royals, for the first time since 2009, participated in the Strongsville Showcase at the end of July. That is the largest event of its kind in the country. 200 high school teams participate in that event. 5 shortened games, 40-minute games, were what the Royals played in 2 games. In those 5 games, Nate Miller had 6 goals. 6 goals in 5 games, or really 2.5 full-length games. And Miller gets his third already of the season tonight here on a beautiful goal. Here, about halfway through the second half. Royals 2 and Walsh nothing. And that is a foul on Walsh. Royals will restart. Halfway through this second half now. Taking a look at those stats once again. 12-3 shots, 8-1 shots on goal. Royals the aggressors with 8 fouls versus just 3 for Walsh. And on the scoreboard, 2-0 CVCA. Another look at that foul right there. I think they call it a professional foul.
Cameron's graduation was like with a bunch of other groups, right? It was like
Back to live action, and the Royals again in the offensive zone. Miller, who just scored, had it on his foot again. Switching fields are the Royals near side. Johnson. McKim, who's in the game. He had the goal in the first half. Now for the Royals, Hector Chavez. And a whistle. Got a foul on Walsh, and so the Royals are going to have a free kick opportunity here from a dangerous spot. And again, the Walsh wall will set up, and the referee will try and push them back a little bit. Once again, the officiating crew tonight: Dennis Sowell, Michael McNary, and Odir Sanabria. And it's Miller who will take it for the Royals. He just proved he can score in tight spaces. We'll see what he does with it here. He's going to put it right on goal, and a save by the goaltender. And that was on target. He beat the wall. And Dat Kuliak had to make another save. Here's another look at it. Near side post. Late reaction, but just in time. A good showing so far through 63 minutes for CVCA. 17 and a half to go to close this one out. Both teams looking to go 2-0 on the season. Walsh wins that battle. And here comes an opportunity for the Warriors. A break on the far side. The goaltender comes out, and a great job by Kaiser to stop that rush. Play continues. The ball keeps in play, or stays in play. And a nice job, maybe the nicest defensive play of the night by CVCA junior goaltender Mason Kaiser. Here's that break by Walsh. And number 7 for the Warriors, Riley Stummer, got his pocket picked by the Royals junior goaltender. As we resume live action, the ball went out of bounds, and CVCA with the throw in. A couple of substitutions occurring for the Royals. Nice crowd assembled here tonight at Royal Stadium for the home opener. They are not used to our crowd mic, so a couple people sitting right in front of it. We are more than halfway in the books in this final stanza. CVCA pushing forward once again. A little give and go action. And Walsh finally clears that out. Liam Brewer will range back on it. Nice little tap to himself. Once again, some nice creativity for the Royals. And Walsh with a chance again coming up. They cannot catch up to the ball though. Number 6 for the Warriors, Max Clark, chasing after it. But not much in terms of consecutive passes, things that get the Royals out of position. And every time, just like that, the ball comes in, it seems like there's a CVCA player that is on it. First of the ball is Miller, anticipating that. Royals 4-on-4, breaking ahead. Miller finds Chavez. Chavez to his left, but ridden out. Chavez kicks it back in and keeps it in play. Nice job to keep the play going. Now Miller, he'll try and draw something up. He draws the attention of 2 Warriors into the corner. And reversing course, and Miller still with it. It's just like last time. and finally was going to give the ball up and did, but Evan Johnson zigged when Miller thought he should have zagged. Good work by CVCA, though. You're joining us late, Colton McKee on a rebound shot 25 minutes into the first half. Put the Royals up 1-0. And then Nate Miller with a beautiful goal about midway through this second half. Nick Linneberg has been quiet tonight, had 2 goals in the opener against Aurora. Don't sleep on him, though. Back to Miller on the near side. Miller tries to line one up. He'll dump the ball to Evan Johnson. Cross comes in on the backside. It's in the back of the net. Goal for CVCA. Number 12, Wyatt Johnson on the goal for the Royals. The senior finishes off the cross with a header, and the Royals are up 3-0. Johnson, the celebration. A beautiful feed in from Wyatt Mitchell, and Johnson beat Walsh's Aiden Lash, and then the celebration. Here's the close-up. Nothing the goaltender could do right there. And if you are the Walsh Warriors, you just got to be better winning that ball in the air. The Royals wanted it more, and for CVCA, Wyatt Mitchell wanted it the most. 3-0 CVCA. And once again, it's the Royals just right to the ball first. Mitchell ranging back on that. He'll get it right back. And the Royals will have to build out with it. Brewer, Johnson, McKee. It's those type of connections that are missing from the Warriors. Brewer circling back. Miller. Another completed pass. If we were in Latin America, they'd be yelling Olé. But we are not. Out of bounds it goes, throw into Walsh. Poked ahead. And once again, the Royals in the right place at the right time. Headed out, Royals throw in. 11.5 to go here from Royal Stadium. Opening night, the home opener, that is. CVCA already with a win against state finalist Aurora from a year ago, avenging the state semifinal loss. And they are 11 minutes and change away from avenging the second of their 3 losses from a year ago to these Walsh Jesuit Warriors, and the season not even a week old. Hector Chavez in for McKim. And the referee inserting his oversight on this contest, saying let's wait for the whistle. And so he finally blows it, and CVCA will resume play. Walsh wins that one. Tyler Purse in the game. Switches fields, and Walsh will put a long ball in toward the box, but it's going to go out of bounds across the end line, and the Royals will get a goal kick out of this. 10 minutes to go. The Royals 10 minutes away from buttoning up win number 2 on this season. Once again, a reminder that we will be back in action next week on Friday night with the first of 5 regular season football games when CVCA hosts Canton South on the air at 6:40 p.m. on August 28th. Kickoff here at Royal Stadium for Friday night football. First of 2026 will occur at 7 o'clock, 1 week from Friday night. The Royals open up this Friday on the road at Brecksville, a Division II team. These Royals soccer players will be back in action on Saturday when they travel down to New Philadelphia for a 1 o'clock kickoff at New Philly. Walsh with a free kick opportunity. They're going to loft this one into the box. Dangerous opportunity. It's headed over the end line. I believe it may be a goal kick. That's what the call is from the assistant referee on the near sideline. More substitutions as the Royals subbing liberally now with a 3-0 lead in the final 10 minutes of this contest. Mitchell in open space. No one coming with him. So he's just going to go straight to the corner. And a collision. And ball goes out of bounds. Mitchell checks on his competitor. And they're going to stop the clock here. We'll see what's going on. We have an injury behind the play is what's happening. Number 4 for Walsh, that's Nick Ruscher. He's going to jog off the field. Did not see what the situation was, but he'll be replaced. And we'll resume play here with a Walsh throw-in, just under 8 minutes to go. Peyton Zooks is the Walsh player who entered the contest. Zooks, a junior midfielder. Miller for the Royals sends it ahead, finds Hector Chavez. Chavez surveys into open space. Nate Miller again shoots, and this one is deflected wide. This time Walsh got in the way of it. Nate Chavez with some creativity right there to find his teammate under some duress with some pressure from the Warriors. Created a scoring opportunity for CVCA. Once again, looking at those stats, Royals 11-1 shots on goal, dominating tonight, 15-3 overall shots. And a performance like this, as they say, portends of good things to come for CVCA over the course of this season. Chavez to his left, dumps it down low to Miller. Miller wins the ball in the box. Miller, deflected shot and a score on the rebound. CVCA, but the offsides line is up, or flag is up. No goal. We'll take another look at it, but that will not count as play resumes. You see it right here, Nate Miller. And it was close. It was very close for Nick Linneberg, but it will not count. And the score remains 3-0. Meanwhile, free kick opportunity for the Royals just inside the 30-yard line. And we'll see if they can get that fourth goal here after all.
He obviously will want me to play soccer. He was like, even for girls, I'm going to be yelling at those refs.
It's all Royals down there. Offside flag is up once again. The offside trap executed perfectly by Walsh there on that free kick. Take another look at it here, and you see that Walsh had their line set up, and they all came forward as the ball was released, and it was all blue. And that does not bode well in the game of soccer. Easiest call of the night for the assistant referee on the far side. But turned right over to the Royals once again as we're down to about 5 minutes left in this contest. Linneberg wants a goal after being denied. Instead, he's going to draw a corner kick right there. We'll get another look at it right here.
This is another one.
A delay right here. We've got subs coming on and off for both sides. The ball is on the corner. This will be the 10th Royals corner kick of the night. 10-1 on corner kicks for CVCA. Henry Field will deliver that ball in, and Brewer got a head on it but could not direct it on target. It ricochets out of bounds. Once again, if you've enjoyed the coverage tonight, we want to make sure to remind you that you can follow CVCA Livestream on social media. At CVCA Livestream is the social media handle. That'll work on Facebook, it'll work on Instagram, and it'll work on X, which we old guys sometimes still call Twitter. And it will also work to get you to YouTube, which if you're watching, you're already there. But make sure you don't leave before you subscribe to the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel, and that way you'll be notified of all upcoming broadcasts that we will have over the course of the 2026-27 school year. At CVCA Livestream. The 11th corner of the night coming up for the Royals here as we're winding this one down. CVCA dominating tonight against Walsh, 3-0. Nick Linneberg coming in to take the corner, I believe. And you got two Royals down there, maybe just a short corner to waste some time here. That's exactly what it will be. Back to Linneberg. He'll keep it on his toe. And he splits a couple. Linneberg gets knocked down, tries to draw something, angry. The referee will have none of it. Royals should have had one penalty. There was an obvious handball, as you were watching earlier, that they missed. But that, not enough to warrant any kind of a call from our officiating crew tonight. Walsh, can they get one? Knocked away. Lobbed to the near side, and the Royals clear it out. And a whistle blows. Clock will stop. We've got a Walsh player writhing in pain on the ground.
Yellow card. Yellow card.
And that is a yellow card for CVCA's Nick Lindberg. And that'll earn him a seat on the sidelines. Incoming in his place for the Royals, number 7, Everett Rail. That free kick was out of bounds, and we are down to 2:42 to go. The postgame show, it'll be brief but entertaining. We'll have highlights of the 3 goals tonight for the Royals. And a couple reminders of what's to come here on CVCA Livestream in the next week or so.
We got a situation here.
Here comes an opportunity for the Royals once again, but the goaltender stands tall.
2 minutes remaining.
Royals throw in on the far side. That is news to the Walsh Jesuit player over there, who was ready to throw it in himself. The binoculars tell us that's number 23, I believe, for Walsh. Graham Lonis. The Warriors are back in action in just 2 nights. They will travel for their 3rd straight road game to North Royalton to take on North Royalton on Thursday this week. So if you're a fan of Walsh, a bit further of a road trip than tonight, where it was just across the street. It is across town in 48 hours. Final minute of play here from Royal Stadium. Near side, Mitchell, Johnson. Splits a pair of Warriors, but cannot catch up to it. Walsh will clear it out. Out of bounds it goes. One of the final CVCA throw-ins of the night coming up. They are in no hurry as the clock ticks down. And we may have another card for delay. And it is number 22 for the Royals gets booked. That is Garcia Mendoza. So Liam Brewer will toss the ball in, and the final 29 seconds will begin to tick off the clock here at Royal Stadium. No delay on this throw-in, just a drop. Johnson to the corner. Garcia Mendoza knocked out of bounds. And that's pretty much going to do it here. A dominating victory for CVCA tonight. Shots 16, shots on goal 11-1, 3-0 on the final game stats. And that is the score that matters most. CVCA defeats Walsh for the first time since 2021 by a score of 3-0. 3-0, as they remind me to say. And we've got no Walsh goals, but a couple of bad data issues, and so we'll just tell you that the Royals defeat Walsh 3-0. Colton McKee had the first goal of the night for CVCA in the first half. Then for CVCA, second half goals scored by Nate Miller and Wyatt Mitchell. And we'll bring the final score graphic up, and there it is. McKim, Miller, and Mitchell for the Royals. 3-0 CVCA. Gentlemen, we got any highlights to show? We do. All 3 goals coming up right now from our crack staff here at CVCA Livestream. First half. On the rebound, McKim with his first goal of the season and a backflip to go with it. And then this one, just pure creativity by Nate Miller, catching everybody in a Walsh jersey off guard. His third of the young season, 2 on Saturday night. And Miller, his first goal here on the turf at Royal Stadium. And he was pretty happy about that. Final goal of the night coming up next as the celebration for Miller continues and goes on and on and on. Here it is. This one created by Wyatt Mitchell. He put it in the back of the net off the header. And that's all she wrote. The Royals, just a dominating performance here tonight at Royals Stadium, 3-0 victors. A reminder that we will be back on the air in just over a week's time on the 28th. But in the meantime, before we go off the air, we want to remind you that these things do not happen without your assistance financially helping us underwrite all the things it takes to put these broadcasts on. So if you're compelled or drawn a desire to give, we would certainly welcome that. CVCARoyals.org/give-now. Make sure you reference CVCA Livestream in the comments. And any amount that you might be able to give to help us do this will help our professional production with 100% volunteer staffing. We will be on the air next Friday night with the home opener against Canton South. Week number 2, first home game of the season, Royals and Canton South, August 28th, on the air at 6:40, and then kickoff at 7 p.m. Once again, the final score tonight, CVCA 3 and Walsh Jesuit nothing. That's going to do it for our broadcast. On behalf of the CVCA Livestream crew, John Powell directing, Owen Widmer, and Chad Darr on replay tonight. And Chad Darr with his IT expertise making sure we get on the air. We thank him for that. Dr. Darr, as I say. JT Nichols on graphics tonight and all the stats. And up top on the camera, Hunter Geiger. This is Tim Nichols. We appreciate you joining us. 3-0 the final. Until a week from Friday, so long from Royal Stadium, CVCA 3 and Walsh nothing.